Good morning, all of you. So, as we know that we are studying at present excretion in plants, and later we'll continue in today what is excretion in animals, and particularly if it comes to the excretion in humans. So, first of all, if it comes to here excretion, as we know in last class I have taught you, excretion means the process of removal of toxic wastes from the body of any organism is only called excretion. If it may be a single cell organism or multi-cell organism, or it may be regarding plant body or maybe animal body, doesn't matter. So some kind of toxic waste which are not useful for the body, which has been generated during these metabolic activities, so that harmful substances which are causing damage to the body has to be removed out from the body. So this process of sending out of these unnecessary substances is only called as what? Excretion. Is it yes or no? Please let me know. Can you able to understand, all of you, what is excretion? So now,
Yes, sir.
if it comes to here, this excretion is not same in plants and as well as in animals, because the structure, the biological process or else the metabolic activities which will take place carried out in plants is different and animals is different. So now let us come to the first type of organisms. As we know, organisms are all classifying into how many types? Two types. Is it yes?
Types.
So one is plant bodies and another one is
Animal bodies.
and animal bodies.
So now, listen, all of you, coming to the excretion in plants. As we know, like animals, like us, plants also produce a various number of waste products during their life process. But as compared to the animals, the plant wastes are two things you have to remember here: very slowly and even very small amounts. Do you understand, all of you? So the excretion in animals is even faster rate. The rate of excretion in animals is much faster and even much larger amounts. But if it comes to the plants, the rate of excretion is very slowly and even very, very small amounts. But you remember here, why, sir, it is? What is the reason behind this slow process of excretion and small amounts of excretion in plants? Because in plants, there is no special kind of organs for waste removal like the animals. So for example, if we have a different kind of special organs. For example, you take our skin. Skin is also one of the organ which is used to remove the waste products, some kind of waste products. Is it yes?
Yes, sir.
We have a kidney system, digestive system we have, which will send the unwanted waste. Digestive system, after we have a special system called as kidneys we have, anus we have, where the unnecessary system means a large intestine is there, where the undigested food, everything which has been carried out from the bodies. Like that, various special organs is present in all the animals to do this excretion. But if it comes to the plants, why this process is slow? Why they are excreting very small amounts? Because they don't have any kind
Special
of
organs.
special organs
Special organs.
remove the waste like animals. So that is why the plants remove their waste, whatever it is produced in their body, by different methods, not like the animals. For example, you can say, what are the methods which the plants will follow to remove this, these waste products from their body? For example, if you take the main waste products produced by plants are three things. What is that? What is the three things? Yesterday also I have taught you. One is carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide,
Oxygen
and water
the
vapor.
next one is water.
Oxygen and water vapor.
So as we know that water vapor has been continuous process. It has been done during daytime as well as in night time. That process is only called as what? You have to be tell.
Transpiration.
Transpiration.
So, transpiration, the evaporation of water is always taking place from the leaves of the plant. That is also through what? Through the stomatal pores, which is present on the leaves. Correct or not? Through the stomata,
Stomatal pore.
always the water is evaporating, escaping from the plants to the atmosphere. That is what we should call as transpiration. So this process will take place at all the temperature. So day and night, it has been carried out. Now let us come to the carbon dioxide. Usually carbon dioxide is produced in a live process called as, what is that process name called as? Anybody? What is the name? What is the name of the process? When during which
Respiration.
reaction, which chemical reaction?
Respiration
it is
reaction.
to produce the
Respiration reaction.
respiration. Very nice. So as we know, carbon dioxide and water vapor, these are the two products which has been generated during respiration in plants as well as animals. Is it yes or no? But
Yes, sir.
coming to the oxygen, if we'll take, this oxygen is produced as a waste during one of the reaction. What is that?
Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis
Usually,
reaction.
Photosynthesis.
oxygen is the most useful substance for the survival of all the organisms in this nature. But according to the photosynthesis reaction, what is the main purpose of photosynthesis reaction? Why I should call as oxygen as a waste product? Can you able to say, anybody? Why I am calling as oxygen as a waste product? Because
It has not been utilized
yes,
by plants for
actually,
preparing
what is
food.
the use? What is the purpose of? What is the mode of photosynthesis reaction means? It needs to generate what? Food. Is it yes or no?
Food, sir.
So the food is our ultimate goal of the photosynthesis reaction. But along with the food, while it is producing the food by using a carbon dioxide and oxygen, a carbon dioxide and water, it is also producing what? One more byproduct called as oxygen.
Oxygen.
That is why I can say oxygen is also one of the waste product which
Waste
has
product.
been generated or produced in the plants. That is why the main wastage of the plants are three things. One is carbon dioxide, next one is water vapor, as well as the third one is what?
Oxygen. Oxygen.
So in respiration, two products will produce, waste products. That is what we can say, carbon dioxide and water vapor. And the next one, oxygen is produced during photosynthesis. Do you understand,
Photosynthesis.
Akhil Arfan? Dina? Now, let us come to here. First, if we'll take the gaseous waste, these all the three things are called as, see, water vapor, carbon dioxide, oxygen. What is the state of them basically? What is the state of them? State in the sense of either they are solids or liquids or gaseous. What is the state of this?
Gaseous.
Gaseous state. Gaseous
So
state.
that is why I used to call them as, these are called as gaseous waste of plants. So now let us come to here. This excretion has been, we are separating into two things. One is plant excretion and another one is what?
Animal.
Excretion.
Excretion. Correct or not? Now in plants we are studying now, if it comes to there, the gaseous waste of this respiration and as well as photosynthesis in plants, everything like carbon dioxide, water vapor and oxygen, everything they removed through the two parts of the plants. What is that? What is that? One is
Of the plant.
stomata. Do you know it? Where the stomata is located? Can you able to say please?
The
Under
upper part
leaf.
of the leaf.
Correct. Some plants they may have under the leaves and some plants they have on the both the surfaces.
Both the sides.
So
Sir.
the waste, this gaseous waste, is all CO2, O2 as well as water vapor, everything has been come out from the plants, from the two parts of the plants. One is stomata and the second one is which is located on the stems of the plant. That is what we should call as
Lenticels.
all of you should remember. So the waste products in the plants has been sent out by two parts of the plant. One is
Stomata and lenticels. Stomata
One
and
is
lenticels.
stomata and the next one is lenticels. So till here we have discussed in the last class. Now let us come to here. You may know it. First one, the plant excretes carbon dioxide. That is a major harmful product which is produced during respiration. And this
Yes.
only it will take place at what time? During
Night time, sir.
Night time, sir. Night
Remember
time.
it. So if we'll consider three waste products, we have a three waste products: CO2, O2, and water
Water
vapor.
vapor.
So this excretion of CO2 by using lenticels as well as the stomata, both will take place only during night time. But
Night
is it
time.
respiration is taking place during night time or only
No,
daytime?
sir.
Is it respiration is carried out only night time or daytime? Respiration I am asking. Respiration in plants, is it
Sir,
only
both,
during night time or
day
daytime?
and night,
Actually,
sir.
respiration will carried out
Sir, both.
both
Both
day
day
and
and
night.
night.
Is it yes or no?
Can.
Day and night the respiration is carried out, but during daytime, whatever the CO2 has been produced by the plants, do you understanding all of you? CO2 produced by respiration will be useful by immediately the another process. What is that?
Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis.
Do you understanding all of you? So daytime, whatever the CO2 has been produced by the plants, which has been immediately it has been utilized by immediately used by photosynthesis reaction. Do you understanding all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Clear? That is why I can say CO2 will be coming outside from the body of a plant only during what time? During
Night time.
night time. Do you understand? Now, as well as comes to the O2. O2 has been produced in which reaction, Ra? Photosynthesis reaction. Is it yes or no?
Photosynthesis
So photosynthesis reaction means in the sense of oxygen is only released which time? During?
Daytime.
Date.
Because
Daytime.
respiration is carried out both day and night. But if it comes to the photosynthesis is carried out only during when? Only
Daytime.
during
Daytime.
daytime. So that is why there is no photosynthesis reaction is carried out without sunlight. Without sunlight, as we know already, what is the importance of presence of sunlight in photosynthesis reaction? That is why this O2 has been produced only during daytime. Do you understand all of you? Please tell me. Jesse, you there?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Ask.
Sir, you told that the waste in plants are excreted to lenticels as well as stomata now, sir. In that all the three waste are excreted to both of the parts, or is there
Yes,
any particular
yes.
waste? that-
Yes. Means suppose see, you may ask me that for example, you can take some of the kind of way. So for example, I cannot say from exactly where they will be. Suppose if you take gaseous exchange will takes place from the stomata only. Do you understand all of you? Gaseous exchange will take place at the stomata only because this has been produced at where only the green parts. Is it yes or no? Are you understanding all of you? Green parts only has been produced. But you may notice that during the lenticels where we are having a stomata, where we are having a on the stem also, wherever we have a lenticels, there also the respiration process is carried out. Do you understanding all of you? Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So at these lenticels, CO2 has been sent out, but may not oxygen because photosynthesis reaction is not carried out at this lenticels. Do you understand, Rashika?
Yes, sir.
So I can say CO2 has been come out from these lenticels, but may not oxygen because photosynthesis reaction is not carried out these lenticels, but respiration reaction is carried out. Yes or no? We have already studied the respiration in three parts in the plants. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
But, so this is what. Now let us comes to the water vapor.
Thank you.
The water vapor which has been produced, understand, during this reaction, so which has been sent out from the plants by the process of water.
Transpiration.
Transpiration.
This transpiration, there is no daytime, there is no nighttime, which has been carried out all the time. Do you understand it? During daytime and during nighttime. This is only we should call it as what? Evaporation of water. Understanding that? Evaporation of water. From where? From plant leaves. Is called what? Transpiration. So this transpiration will take place all the time, day as well as night. So this is what we can say. A wastewater or else the water vapor just got rid of by the process called as transpiration. Do you understand, all of you? So here three things you have to remember. One is carbon dioxide only come out or excreted out by the plants during night time.
Night time.
Oxygen has been excreted during daytime, means when the sunlight is there, and water vapor produced by this respiration is excreted by plants all the time, day as well as night. Because respiration is the reaction which is carried out complete life. Is it yes or no? Because if you take the plants, respiration is carried out by daytime as well as nighttime, but only photosynthesis is carried out during what time?
Only daytime.
Daytime.
Only daytime. Do you understand, all of you? That is what you have to remember. So whatever the water vapor produced in this respiration reaction, which has been immediately sent out to the atmosphere by the process of transpiration. Understand, all of you? During daytime as well as nighttime. So this is all about
Nighttime.
the waste of gaseous exchange. So let us discuss about, is it only the plants are producing gaseous waste? Is it any other waste is producing or not? That is what our question now. So now let us come to here. As we know, plants also store some of the waste products in their body parts. For example, some of the waste products collect in the leaves. Some of the waste products we can collect on the bark of the plants, and some of the plants they can store their waste in the form of fruits. Is it yes or no? Now, how they will get rid of these waste products? For example, after certain days, the leaves will be shedding. Understand? So the shedding of leaves will take place. Now, some plants you can see their stem and the peeling of bark is come outside. Once it will start growing, you may notice that the peel of this one, the skin layer has been come out from the automatically. Have you noticed it?
Sir.
Please tell me.
Yes,
if
sir.
you want, I will show you what I can call in English. I don't know exactly, but I will show you that plant. For example, where we can remove the peel of this bark. We can call them as, in Telugu we can say Nelagiri Chettu. I don't know what is this in English. What we should call in English? Yeah, eucalyptus. Do you know eucalyptus plants? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Eucalyptus plants, you may notice it. Correct or not?
Yes.
So next time
Sir.
while you are traveling, yeah, eucalyptus plants, while you are traveling on the roadside, you can observe eucalyptus plants. This eucalyptus plants, the skin is automatically removed when it is grown. Have you noticed it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I will show you also. So eucalyptus, what is that? Reverse skin, bark removed, correct? Just wait. So that is what the peeling of bark of this eucalyptus plants, for example, if you take. One minute. And some of the plants you can see, most of the plants you observe in our surroundings, they used to produce, store the food in the form of fruits, so that if you are taking that fruit directly, you can eat. If not, automatically after few days, it will be felling. Is it yes or no? It will be separated from the plant. Actually, it is not coming. Once it will come, I will show you. So now this is what will happen. Now, when suppose if you take leaves. So I'm saying that plants will store the this waste products in the form of solids also, like in the form of some plants they will store in leaves, some plants they will store even in roots, some plants they will store in bark, and some plants they will store in fruits. Now they will remove, suppose if you take the leaves, whatever the plants which are storing in the leaves, just the leaves will die, means dead leaves, so that it will be shedding off. So the waste product is removed. Next, The bark has been automatically come out when the size is keep on growing, so that the waste product is come out. Same way you can take ripening fruits, means the fruit when it is in like if it will getting ripen, so automatically it will be detached from the plant, so that the waste product is come outside or separated out from the plants. So the waste products which is contained in the form of leaves or else bark or else fruits, everything got rid of. What is the meaning of rid of? What is the meaning of got rid of? Anybody
Sending out.
understand?
Sending out.
Getting outside, got rid of means in the sense of just kicking outside from the body. Got rid of from the plants. So now let us discuss here. You may observe here, particularly peeling of bark, we can observe in eucalyptus plants. Suppose you are traveling the national highways or somewhere, you can see the roadside, the very big eucalyptus plants are there. Their skin is ready to come outside. Have you noticed it? The skin is ready to fall down. Even those who are growing those eucalyptus plants, actually we are also having a farming of eucalyptus plants. Our father is usually used to remove that waste whenever it is coming, because we are using that as a firewood. Have you noticed it? Whatever the bark we are removing, the peeling of bark which has been removed from the skin, under the skin, actually this one will catch the fire easily. Very easily it will catch the fire. Do you understand, Ra? It will catch the fire very easily. So my mother will collect all these things and she will use for boiling water, for bathing and all, because we won't use much that amount of gas for everything, all the purposes. So this is what you can see that. I think most of you have observed this eucalyptus plant where the bark, the peeling of bark has been automatically takes place. So that is one of the example of removing waste from the. Do you understand? So now, fruits, it is common as well, as we know that. Now, whatever the fruit we are eating, if you are eating apple, if you are eating orange, if you are eating some other, etc., everything is called waste products of plants only. That is what we are using, we are eating, we are consuming. So now, suppose Tamil name, Dena is saying that Tamil name, Araswadi. That is the name of eucalyptus. Is it? I don't know. If you know, you have to remember. Araswadi, he is saying. Is it as? Dena is saying that. Now, let us discuss. I need to say you some word called as rapids. Rapids. R-A-P-H-I-D-S. All of you keep heading. Rapids. Rapids. Please, all of you keep heading.
Sir, how does the waste are stored in roots of the plants?
What, Amma?
Sir, how does the waste are stored in the roots of the plants?
Roots, for example, you take potato. Do you notice it? Potato, extra food. This carrot and potato, this is all what? Actually, this is the stored food only, correct? So stored food means
Yes, sir.
the unnecessary food of the plant, which is not required for them. That is what it will store in the form of roots. That is what it is extra only. It is a waste product only. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now, whatever it is, now I will say you that is also. So let us come to the rapids. What do you mean by rapids? Can anybody? R-A-P-H-I-D-S. Very, very important. Now at present we are discussing what? Which waste? Gaseous waste or liquid waste or solid waste? Got rid of
Gaseous.
solid waste. Is it yes or no? Till now we have studied gaseous waste of oxygen, carbon dioxide and water vapor. Now forget about it. Now we are studying a solid waste. Is it understanding or not? So now, what is the meaning of rapids means? All of you remember, some of the plants waste, plant waste, get stored in the fruits of the plants, in the form of fruits of the plant, in the form of solid bodies. That is what we should call as rapids. Do you understand, all of you? So whatever the
Yes, sir.
waste products, plant waste, which is stored in the form of solid fruits in the plants in the form of solids, that is only called as rapids. So these waste are removed when the fruits get detached from the plants. Do you understand, all of you? So for example, you
Yes,
take,
sir.
you may notice it, most of your were Tamil Nadu people, and most of the shop, if you'll go near, we can observe one kind of a solid fruit which we used to use as a curry every day. Most of you people will eat. I know that. You may observe your mother may ask only bring small piece, not even complete fruit. Small part of the fruit that they will bring. That is called as yam. Do you notice it? Yam. How many of you know yam? Please, know or don't know, you tell me. At least I will show you, correct? Yam, do you know or not? Yam means actually it is the most important fruit everywhere I will observe in our shops. That is only called as jamicand. Jamicand. Now you may notice it. I will show you the picture. Then you can observe, which will be looks like a cylinder or maybe looks like a some kind of a spherical shape. I will show you. You can see yam of like a looks like a sweet potato, which is used to famous here. This is what we should call as yam. Can you able to say? This is what yam. Is it a new thing to you?
No, sir.
No, sir.
This one. Everywhere in our shops, it is there. It is been there. They used to cut small part of yam, and your mother and father may take it. Have you noticed it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is only called as one of the waste product which has been stored in the form of solid fruits in the plants, which we used to call as what? Rapids. Do you understand all of
Rapid.
you? So, they may be a needle-shaped rapids, or else maybe a spherical shaped rapids which are stored on its surface. So this is what we should call as rapids. Please all of you write, what is rapids? Rapids.
The food stored in solid substance.
Right, rapids. Some of the plant waste get stored in the some of the plant waste get stored in the plants in the form of water. Get stored in the fruits of the plants. Get stored in the form of fruits in the plants. Fruits in the plants in solid form. Solid form is called or else is known as what we should call? Is known as rapids. Do you understand?
Rapid.
That is called as rapids. Understand, Kevin? This is one of the important definitions. So now if we come to the example, what is the example I'm saying? Which plant? Yam.
Yam.
Yam is the plant where the food has been stored in the form of a big size, understand, cylindrical shape or else even spherical shape or what. Like we can call it sweet potato. Or sweet potato, do you know or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, which will be the big cylinders, correct? Very big size cylinders it will be there. That is what it has a needle shaped rapids. That is what. Now, this is about the solid wastage. Now, you may notice that some plants already I have taught you like a rubber. For example, if you take drumstick plants, last class I have shown you the picture, correct or not? So drumstick plants, you may notice that some part of the plant, if you cut it and if you leave it and if you observe by tomorrow morning, or else naturally also, some of the like a glue like material, like a sticky material is excreting from its stem. Have you noticed it? Please tell me. Yes?
Sure.
So now that is also, you may observe that drumstick wastage. Last class I have shown you already, correct? Drumstick of plant gum. So now you can observe that it has been coming out from the stem automatically when the plant is growing on. Nobody is doing that. It is coming outside. That is also what we should call, this is what we can say, how this like semi-solid liquid has been excreted from the drumstick plants. This is what you can see. It will make some kind of cut on its surfaces like this. Cut on its surfaces. Actually, this is called as what? Dina, what we should call Dina? This kind of part you can see some like some kind of bent surface is there. That is called as lenticels. What we should call? Lenticels. Do you understand all of it? So is it have you observed that the solid waste is coming outside? Have you noticed it or not?
Yes, sir.
Please tell me, this is only
Yes,
called
sir.
as the waste, one of the waste products used to come out from the plants. Basically rubber plants. If you go to the Kerala, most of the Kerala, one of the best farming is rubber, correct or not? Which is used to
Yes,
come
sir.
from the plants only. Yes,
Yes,
sir?
sir.
So that is also one of the waste product only, which has been generated by the plants. Do you understand, all of you? So the gum and the resins we can call. This rubber is called as resin. So this some plants will give their waste in the form of gum and resins from their stem and branches. That plants also excrete some of the substances into the soil around them also. That is what you have to remember. So these are the types of waste products which has been excreted from the plants. So now these all the discussions we will make. We'll make some conclusions how the various methods used by the plants to get rid of their waste products. Let us come to the first one. So what is the plants? Plants get rid of gaseous exchange. So what is the gaseous waste? How they will send? Ra?
The transpiration.
Through the stomata and
Process
lenticels
of what?
of the
From the
plant.
which part? From the stomata and as well as leaves in the
Lenticels.
stem. Lenticels in the stem. Next, second one. The plants get rid of stored solid and liquid waste by the what? By the shedding of leaves, peeling of bark, and peeling of or else felling of fruits. Because fruits contains what? Water in the sense of liquids. Is it yes or no? Suppose if you take orange contains what? It will looks like solid, but inside what is that? Liquid only. So this is a method of removing solids as well as liquids in the plants, that is by shedding of leaves. Next one is what? Peeling of bark and as well as felling of fruits, ripening, understanding. They will be separated, detached from the plants. That is. Next, coming to the third one. Some wastes get rid of by secreting them in the form of two things. What is that? Like drumstick plants and rubber plant. What is that? In the form of gum.
Material.
In the form of sticky material, gum, and as well as resin. Resins means what? Like a rubber. Rubber is one of the resin. Understand? Resins has been produced. And if it comes to the last one, some plants, they will excrete their waste substances into the soil which is present around them also. Means through the roots only, they will be sending outside. That is also, we can see that. What is that? Root is modified as a food which we are eating. What is that? Example also I have taught you. Suppose you will take potato and if you take carrot, if you take this radish and all, they will store the food waste product in the form of where? In the form of roots only, correct? The waste product will be stored in the form of roots. That is why we can say they will send it to the soil which is present surrounding by them. These are the 4 points you have to remember regarding what? Plant excretion. All of you, do you able to remember or not? So that is what a very, very important thing. The conclusions made by the plant excretion is all these 4 points everybody need to remember, and this is basically will come from 1 mark or 2 mark questions. They will ask you write any 2 methods of excreting wastage by the plants, or else if they will ask you for 2 mark. These all the 4 points you have to be writing. So what is that 4 points? Once again, please, all of you. First point. What is the first point? Get rid of. What is the first
So
point?
through
First one,
stomata there will be
Stomata,
water vapor.
understand
Water
all of
vapor,
you. You
sir.
have to make a conclusions well. Gaseous wastage, carbon dioxide, oxygen, and water vapor has been
Water vapor.
get rid of from the plants by 2 parts. What is that? One is
Stomata.
Stomata,
which is
lenticels.
present in
lenticels.
leaves, and as well as lenticel which is present in the stem. That is the first point everybody should remember, because formation of sentence is also most important. The plants get rid of gaseous waste products through stomata in leaves and lenticels in stems. Second point, the plants get rid of stored solid and liquid waste by the shedding of leaves, peeling of bark, and
Ripening of fruits.
selling of fruits or ripening of fruits. Understand? And the third one, the plants gets rid of waste by secreting what? Secreting them in the form of
Resin,
sticky-like
gum.
substances called as
Resin.
gums and resins. Please, all of you note
Resin.
it down. This point at least. Gums and resins. And last one, they will be sending out what? First one.
In the form of
gaseous exchange.
roots.
Understand? Gaseous exchange. Next one, solid and liquid. And next one, gums and resin.
Resins.
Understanding? And last one is what? In the form of, they will send it to the soil. Understanding? In the form of
Roots.
some kind of plants like potato, radish, and carrot and all. That is what. So they will excrete some waste substances into the soil around them. That is what you have to remember. These are the 4 conclusions from plant excretion. Any doubt, anybody? Please tell me. If you understand this, then this is all about the plant excretion. Then we have to go the next excretion, type of excretion. What is that called as?
Animal
Called
excretion.
as
Animals.
Animal
excretion in
excretion.
Excretion in animals.
excretion in animals. Now, can you able to say, because we have so many types of animals, single cellular organisms, multicellular organisms, because we have studied a single cellular organisms called as what? Example. What is single cellular organism? Example.
Amoeba.
Amoeba, paramecium.
Do you understand?
Amoeba,
We
paramecium.
start from there. We will start from there. So please, all of you keep heading. Excretion in animals. I think meeting is going to end. You please again rejoin. We'll make it. Excretion in animals. Still 1 or 2 is absent. Can you able to say who is that? Pranita is absent, I think. Correct today? Pranita. Next 3 fellows is absent. Who is that? I need to know the names. 3 or not. 4 students.